We move now to Chapter 8, which is the Functional Curriculum Leadership and Management for High Performance Club. And this is Critical Curriculum Appreciation and Ownership. Clubs really need to own their own curriculum that they have developed from all this material. You will select what is best for your club. You will put things together with the support of the club consultants and the club faculty, the academic faculty, and you will make best use of what is here. The material is quite extensive. We don't expect that you'll be able to deal with all of it at the same time, but your priorities can be met right here. Principle 71, player high performance demand evaluation and deficit diagnosis to ensure accuracy in remediation, using the Whisperer high performance club development consultants and also the tools. Principle 72, spot coaching, ending the silence in the technical area during training. And this is where our coaches must quickly and accurately identify the origin and cause of dysfunction in the performance as they occur in dynamic play and giving remedial instructions on the spot. This was already brought up, and we deal with it here again in Principle 72 in details. Principle 73, ensuring penalty depth and free kick success rate in the squad. We develop clinical certainty in effective penalty and free kick execution choreography. This is something that we have lost from the game. Could be more movement off the ball before the kick is taken. A level of distraction can be employed. We do not see the coaches now going to the length to time and to schedule and to work out the steps in creating this kind of distraction, as it were, for the goalkeepers and for people in the wall, for the opponents, before the strike is taken. And it says ensuring penalty depth, and this is where it is very important for the 20 people likely to start have to be at high skill fixation levels with taking penalties, because as you can see, they are important in deciding results. After extra time and all this work and all this money, it comes down to the penalties, and we are not prepared to execute. It has not been one of the things that we can be proud about this particular World Cup. It has been, honestly, it's been atrocious. Players are not marking off their steps. They are not striking the ball with the full instep. The directionality is off. They are leaning. A lot of things are happening that doesn't end up in effective strike. And the goalkeepers are getting on top of players when it comes to penalties. So, as we say, ensuring penalty depth, and this we are encouraging the leaders to make sure that this is happening. Evidently, the coaches are busy and are not paying attention to this area. Coaches are responsible for players understanding and responding effectively to the scattergram. And the scattergram is this disbursement of players on the pitch, and we also will speak about the center of mass, where the areas are crowded areas and players intend to run to those crowded areas, ignoring the flanks, playing passes up in the crowded areas through the central channels, and we know what's going to happen, because it makes it very easy for the defenders to manage, especially if they are employing the sliding door, 8-man sliding door system that we have recommended. Coming up the central channel is not going to work too well, while effective, good, speedy players stand up begging on the flanks. That is something that will have to change. It has showed up in this World Cup, and it is alarming. Honestly, this should not be happening, and the manager coaches are going to have to really do something about this. And the best way to start is by getting this manual and sitting down quietly, putting away the cell phones, and really looking at what is offered here. You say the area, principle 75, is dealing with the area of running without the ball, formatted option assurance maintenance running, ball side attacking runs, 360 vision, forward passing, accurate early crossing. It's a reflection of effective high performance coaching to improve goal scoring. There is a sad lack in these areas. We're not sure why this is so, and because we have seen better performances in these areas in the past, it seems like these are dying skills, and we are hoping that this manual will put them squarely back on the table. 76, manager coach accountability for player and team fluency. By making in 1 or 2 plays speedy dribbles, avoidance of the unsafe zones, getting into the open channels, the orthodox reception of the ball, and the standard requirements for making the high performance team. People are getting on the teams and they are short in critical skill areas. The skill fixation is not in place. It's an embarrassment. This is the World Cup, and these are supposed to be our best teams, and we really shouldn't see some things coming through. Matches are exciting, nothing is wrong with that, but for the connoisseurs of the game, it is a bit frightening. Principle 77, player conformity and good coachability attitude are essential for team leadership development to attain and sustain high performance on the field. We have to select our leaders based on set criteria, and the quality of leadership. The captains ought to be able to be strong enough to be able to fight for the 90 minutes and into extra time. We need captains who are able to do that, and so that they be on the field to maintain control of situations and not having to be carted off so frequently. Principle 78, heading to pass, clear or score, visual tracking, safety, and timing with vertical plyometric techniques and gymnastic tumbling are all lacking. Players are tumbling to the floor quite unceremoniously in a heap, and we have seen better than that. Players are jumping ahead, holding on to opponents, square on to the opponent when they are jumping ahead, creating all kinds of problems. We are expecting that the chin should be tucked, the shoulder should be raised for protection of the face, and the heading should be a side-on activity. It is a dangerous activity, not taught properly, will result in what we have been seeing too much of in the game. So we're really encouraging you. This manual is not something that can be put aside and be left on the shelf. It can prove very embarrassing for people who are not willing to read and to learn new things, or things that they may have forgot, or maybe have just lost the idea about their importance. Principle 79, critical dexterity, orthodoxy, and equilibrium in bilateral competence. Players running around out there using one side, leading with one side of the body, and they just are unable to perform on the weak side, so-called weak side of the body. Players should not have a weak side. That is the coaches and the team preparation problem. You don't make the team from age 10. You don't get on teams using one side of your body, and then people lauding that kind of behavior. It comes back to haunt at the professional level. We have to put a stop to that. And squarely, this manual is about really helping to clear up problems like those.